Okay, we have big news out of Oregon and Nevada and the Bundy family. Of course, I'm speaking of Cliven Bundy and his sons, including Ammon Bundy. The backstory is, well, the way back is Cliven Bundy is this Nevada rancher, didn't want to pay grazing fees to graze his cattle on government land, even though those fees were something like 93% discounted from what would be the sort of free market grazing fees. Still too expensive, apparently, government tyranny, blah, blah, blah. More recently, Cliven Bundy's sons led this armed occupation of a federal wildlife refuge and building in Oregon. One armed occupier, Lavoy Finicum, was ultimately shot dead by the FBI. Ammon Bundy and others got arrested. It sort of seemed like the entire armed occupation was starting to peter out and just go sort of flaccid. And now we have an interesting twist. Cliven Bundy, Cliven, not Ammon, has been, well, Ammon's already been arrested. Cliven Bundy has now been arrested. He was apparently on his way this morning to the Oregon Wildlife Refuge. There still are, as of 30 minutes ago when we checked, some last remnants of this armed occupation, and they said they were going to wrap this thing up today. The FBI was really closing in on the encampment, and apparently, as we understand it right now, Cliven Bundy was on his way there, and the Oregonian newspaper reported that he was apprehended at Portland International Airport after getting off of his flight from Las Vegas. And the newspaper said that the 74-year-old Bundy faces the same charges as his sons in relation to the standoff with the U.S. Bureau of Land Management back in 2014, also facing weapons charges. This is just crazy, Lewis, right? I mean, you have these individuals who claim they are fighting government tyranny when really what they seem to be fighting is the ability of anybody to own property, right? They say, listen, the government doesn't even have the right to own this property. We need to take it back and return it to its rightful owners, yet they ignore that it was taken from the, I guess, prior owners, the Native Americans anyway. They don't really seem interested in giving the land back to them. And at the same time, they are angry about the prices they pay, which are not even free market prices. I mean, it's all crazy. And now the entire family is behind bars.
Yeah, it's. I guess things are kind of ending the way we predicted. It's just fizzling out. I was not predicting that standoff that happened where Lavoy Finicum was shot dead.
Yeah.
But
although he said he was willing to die for his beliefs, very bizarre and kind of pointless beliefs that serve nobody and are completely unproductive, but beliefs nonetheless, at least on paper.
So he did. And so that's it. And does anyone really care when this is all said and done? I know that there are supporters of these people out there.
Oh, yeah.
But what did they accomplish? And
zero.
And if everybody who supported these people went out there with guns, what would have happened? What would have been accomplished then?
Well, I know that if they had been black or Muslim, they would have not
been
lasted
bombed.
40-something days.
They would have carpet bombed that place.
Right. Carpet bombed in the way Ted Cruz does it without injuring anybody who's around.
Well, it's a wildlife reservation or something.
There probably aren't that many people around, yeah. Isn't it funny how when conservatives want to get out of paying taxes or they want free stuff from the government or free land to graze on or whatever, they're all suddenly constitutional scholars. That's always the way they go about it. Anytime they want free stuff, right, they say, hey, listen, it's all about the Constitution. I know about the Constitution. Liberals hate the Constitution. They're all constitutional scholars all of a sudden.
Yeah. I think in a lot of these cases where people are preaching about the Constitution and their rights are being trampled, at the core of it, there's something selfish happening.
Yeah, well, they wanted snacks.
They want snacks. But it is people wanting free stuff. It's people saying that they're a victim. It's people saying that they are being oppressed.
They criticize liberals for supposedly wanting free stuff. They criticize liberal politicians for supposedly offering free stuff. And then they go and they argue that they should get free stuff, but they make a constitutional argument for it, as opposed to hey, we paid taxes in, we're entitled to certain benefits also. They just say, hey, Constitution, give me the free stuff right now.
I say we should applaud the Bundy family for convincing so many people that they should put their lives on the line so that the Bundys can keep more of their money.
We need to dispel with this notion that these individuals shouldn't be considered a threat. They absolutely should be considered a threat to the United States. Fair?
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break. After the break, I think you're going to like this. We're going to talk to renowned atheist, self-described ardent feminist, and one-time pornography actress, Greta Christina. We will talk to her about these allegations that swirl, that atheists are really angry. We'll see if she agrees or if she dispels those claims that are made by some. I'm very interested to speak to her right after the break.